What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Today we are going to do another re-review of an Evercade cart, and that cart is the Toaplan Collection 1, and this cart has 8 games on it, and the games are Tiger Heli, Truxton, Guardian, Zero Wing, Elcon, Snow Bros, Flying Shark, and Techie Packy. So let's jump into this cart, kind of go into depth on it, and I will grade it afterwards, and I'll let you know what I think of it. Ever since I've had it for a while now, so let's dive into this. Check these games out. So the first game on the cart is Tiger Heli, and this is a vertically scrolling shooter game developed by Toaplan and released for the arcades in 1985. It was published in Japan by Taito, however you want to say it, in North America by Romstar. Controlling the attack helicopter, the player must fight endless waves of military vehicles while avoiding collision with their projectiles and other obstacles. The Tiger Heli has a powerful bomb at its disposal that can clear the screen of enemies when fired. It was the first shoot-'em-up game from Toaplan and their third video game overall. The next game is Elcon. This is a 1986 vertically scrolling shooter arcade video game developed by Toaplan and published by Taito. Set on the colonized fictional planet of Theron in the future, where an alien race led by Gaudi have invaded the human-controlled location, players assume the role of an allied League of Cosmic Nations, or Elcon, fighter pilot, taking control of the SW-475 space fighter craft in an effort to counterattack the invaders. Initially launched for the arcades, the game was later ported to other microcomputer and console platforms by various third-party developers, with each one featuring several changes or additions compared to the original release. The next game on the cart is Guardian. This is a 1986 side-scrolling beat-em-up arcade video game developed by Toaplan and published in Japan by Taito and North America by Kit Corp. In the game, players assume the role of a robot fighting against the multitude of enemies and bosses across 6 locations on a futuristic science fiction setting. Guardian was considered a financial flop in the arcades for Toaplan. The next game on the cart is Flying Shark, also known as Sky Shark in North America. This is a 1987 vertically scrolling shooter arcade video game originally developed by Toaplan and published by Taito in Japan, and Romstar in North America and Electrocoin in Europe. Controlling a biplane, the players must fight endless waves of military vehicles while avoiding collisions with their projectiles and other obstacles. The plane has a powerful bomb at its disposal that can clear the screen of enemies when fired. It was the third shoot-'em-up game from Toaplan and their 8th video game overall. The next game on the cart is Truxton. Truxton is a 1988 vertically scrolling shooter arcade video game originally developed by Toaplan and published in Japan and Europe by Taito, as well as in North America by Midway. Set in a future where the alien race invaded the fictional planet Barogo, players assume the role of a fighter pilot taking control of the super fighter ship on a last-ditch effort to overthrow the alien invaders. The next game on the cart is Zero Wing. This is a 1989 side-scrolling shooter arcade video game developed by Toaplan and originally published in Japan by Namco and in North America by Williams Electronics. Controlling the Zig space fighter craft, players assume the role of a protagonist, Trent, in a last-ditch effort to overthrow the alien cyborg Cats. It was the 8th shoot-'em-up game from Toaplan and their 14th video game overall. So the next game on the cart is Snow Bros, and this is a 1990 platform arcade video game originally developed by Toaplan, first published in Japan, then in North America by Romstar, and later in Europe. Starring the Snowmen twins Nick and Tom, players are tasked with traveling through 50 stages, throwing and building snowballs, jumping on and off platforms to navigate level obstacles while dodging and defeating monsters in order to rescue the princesses from captivity. And the last game on the cart is Tecky Packy, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But this is a 1991 puzzle arcade video game developed by Toaplan and published in Japan by Tecmo. In Tecky Packy, players compete for the highest score by stacking block pieces and making them disappear with a chain reaction by connecting them together. Home console conversions of the game, as well as the sequel for arcades, were planned and under development. However, neither project were ultimately released to the public for unknown reasons. Okay, so those are the 8 games on the Toaplan 1 arcade collection. Now, I am a sucker for flying shoot-'em-ups. I always have been. I think that you can always go back and replay games like that. They don't lose anything. I mean, there's something about flying shoot-'em-ups, to me personally anyway. So that's what really grabbed my attention on this cart, are those flying shoot-'em-ups. Now let's go over these real quick. Like Tiger Heli, flying shoot-'em-up, I really enjoyed that. It does get really tough. Truxton, loved that. Another game that gets really tough. So, you know, on these games, plan on, if you've never played any of these, you're going to use a whole lot of continues, because some of the bullets that are shot at you, I mean, you don't see until the last second. So luckily you have never-ending continues on these carts, which is a good thing. I know it's cheating to some people, but hey man, it beats the shit out of throwing a bunch of quarters into a machine. So this was awesome to me. So Truxton, another flying shoot up that I really liked. Zero Wing, Elcon, and Flying Shark. All great flying shoot 'em ups. I had a lot of fun with those. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 of the games on here I really, really enjoyed. Now there's 3 of them that I did not like at all. And let's start with Guardian. There is a reason why this was a flop at the arcades. Guardian is absolutely dumb. Absolutely dumb. If you stop punching, your guy automatically walks, and it's just really annoying. The animations in it are just awful. It doesn't even look good, like graphically. And you know, for a late 80s game, or I'm pretty sure that was a late 80s game, really, it's not even an excuse on this. It just looks awful. It looks really bad. So Guardian was a no-go for me. Snow Bros, I know a lot of people love that game. I'm just not into that single board platformer type game like that. You know, Snow Bros, Burger Time, you know, and now on the independent cart, that Donut Dodo, not my style of game, man. But I know a lot of people do love those games. So I'm not going to sit here and rip on that game. It's just not my style. And Tecky Packy, if that's the way you pronounce it, it's kind of like a... Oh man, it's kind of like a Tetris, and what was that big game on mobile phones? I forget what the hell it was called, but it's just a dumb game. I don't think games like that belong on arcade carts like this. I think they take the fun out of it, because when I think of arcades, I don't think of puzzle games like that. Puzzle games should be on a puzzle cart for puzzle fans, and I'm not one of them. So yeah, Tecky Packy shouldn't have been on. But 5 out of the 8 I really enjoyed. In fact, I enjoyed it enough where I can give this cart a pretty good grade. I am going to grade this a B, because I really enjoyed them flying shoot 'em ups. I love flying shoot 'em ups. Like I said, they have like endless replay value to them. Had a lot of fun with them. So let me know what you guys think. Again, this is just my opinion on the things. I'm not ripping on anyone. If they loved Guardian, or if they loved Snow Bros or Tecky Packy, they're just not my style of games. I mean, Guardian could have been. It was just made very poorly. But yeah, that's just the way sometimes it goes. So yeah, that's all I have on this. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.